What's up, guys? Today's gonna be a kind of laid back, chill day. Not really doing anything crazy. It's currently 7:40 a.m. I'm an early bird, and headed to the car wash. Wash my girlfriend's car. It's pretty filthy. So after that, we're gonna head out to my spot, and I'm gonna go over the car in detail, kind of show you guys all the modifications I have done to it. Go over the air suspension a little bit deeper, as well as the wheel and tire setup for anybody that's interested. Like I said, I'm heading to the car wash right now, so I'll get that cleaned up and we'll head out to the spot. So yeah, we're at the wash. This thing is pretty dirty. A lot of bugs here on the front. Of course, it doesn't help that it's a white car, but you know, you get what you get. Bugs here, windshield's pretty dirty. Roof wrap came out great though, so a little dirt here, rim's dirty, but we're gonna get it cleaned up real nice. So we're in the BRZ now, headed to the spot, and like I said, I'm going to show you guys, pretty much go over everything I've done to the car, starting from the inside all the way down to the wrap, the bags and stuff. So we're on the way to the spot, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're here at the BRZ. Like I said, I want to go over every single modification I have, which is, believe it or not much right now. There's definitely not a lot of mechanical modifications done. On the engine, there is nothing I've modified except an air filter, a drop-in one actually, from HKS. And then I did the carbon, I guess, filter delete. There's like a little carbon bag in front of the air filter housing, and it's just for emissions, but you do get a little bit of boosted power out of it, believe it or not. So I did that. On the front end, I have the LED side markers. I replaced the OEM ones with this. It looks a lot better. Let's see if I can get them to come on. So yeah, so you can see it's kind of like just like a straight LED line. The OEM one is just like a little bulb that's like right there. It's real dim, doesn't really look that good. I prefer this one over the JDM one that some people run, which is basically just the OEM one, but it's clear, and the little bulb is still in there, so it doesn't really come off that bright. So I prefer this one over that one, but it's a preference for anyone. So next up, obviously, is the rims. So I have a 18x9 Kanze tandem setup all around on a 215x35x18 tire. Just some Lionheart. I didn't really want to put anything super expensive. Obviously, because you can see we're running a little bit of camber, and I didn't want to ruin a bunch of expensive tires just to say I had expensive tires. I'm not going to be going to the track in this or anything crazy. So that's what we got going on there. Color for the Kanze tandems is going to be hyper silver. It's like my favorite color for any wheel. Like, black is just, it's cool, but not for rims. You know, if you're going to get cool rims, I think you should get a bright color to show them all. That's just my preference. Car is wrapped. The color is by TinyBot. It's called Gloss Metallic Copper, and it is great. I really wanted a color that was, you know, kind of shying away from OEM colors so that people knew that it was a wrap when they saw it, and it came out great. Of course, I did it myself on my wrap shop and stuff, but another cool mod I did was the 4th brake light edition. This little piece right here. So from factory, it's just a red little box, but there's no bulb in there. And I think in Europe, on the European models, they come with a bulb in there. It's like a rear fog light almost. So there was a mod that you can do. You can basically, it comes with a little hole saw that you can use to cut the hole in there, and it's got a like a light with a grommet on it to make it water sealed or weather sealed. And you pretty much wire it to one of your tail lights. I wire it to this one, and it comes on when the lights come on, and it gets a little bit brighter when the brakes are on. So that's pretty cool. Got the tail light tint overlays. So this is an overlay here, same thing on the other side, and then I have an overlay for the 4th brake light and reverse lights at the bottom, and that kind of set off the rear end, kind of gave it a little bit of an accent with the black stuff. The other thing we have is an MXP Comp RS catback exhaust. That was probably one of the first modifications I did to the car, other than coilovers, because if you've ever driven one of these stock, they are pretty quiet. And even now with this MXP Comp RS exhaust, it is still, you know, not super quiet, but it's not as loud as I want it to be. So I'm gonna be looking into some different things I can do with exhaust. So next up we have the air suspension. So I did bag this car about 2-3 weeks ago, and I've been loving it. So the system that we're running is Airlift 3P. I can show you guys. And sorry, my trunk's a little messy, but I've got my management and my compressor mounted down there. So you can see a 3P manifold right there. Got a 4-gallon import tank. And then my controller is in there, which I'll be mounting somewhere in the car to make it a little bit cleaner today. But in terms of struts, we're running Bag Rider Super Lows in the front, mainly because I just wanted to make sure I didn't run into any issues with camber. I've heard a lot of times the BRZ platform is not very good with fitting the strut when you add camber to the air suspension. It tends to run on the fender well. So I got the Super Lows because it comes with a smaller bag. And of course in the rear I just left it as is with the Airlift Performance rear struts, and that works out fine. Other than that, some things that have coming up. One of our guys on Instagram was, he sold his GR86 and he had carbon mirror caps and a carbon radial surround left. So I bought that from him. That's gonna be on in the next couple days. Can't wait to do that. Other than that, I don't really have any other future mods other than I do want to get a lip kit, lip for the front, lip for the sides, and I definitely want to get the duck bill that comes in the GR86s. I do want to get that for the car. I feel like that'll set it off a bit, because I feel like the trunk's just kind of flat without it. So definitely gonna invest in that. But other than that, that's it. As usual, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If there's anything different you want to see on the channel, any questions you have, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. But other than that's gonna be it for the day. So I'm gonna take it to a different spot, get some pictures, and see you guys later.